You guys can see this. That's what they see here. What does that say? Trust me, I'm an architect?
Trust me, I'm an engineer.
Because we have the architect ones. Trust me, I'm an architect.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
They're holding WD-40 duct tape.
Did you make that or did you buy that?
My brother bought it actually.
Okay, so we're recording? Yes, no?
Yeah.
All right, that's great. So formalities, thank you guys for meeting with us. And thank you especially for bearing with us for the past, 4 odd weeks while everybody had their stuff to do. What have we done so far? We've got the Gantt chart more or less done, the program. We've got the entire project phased out. We have the construction health and safety document that you guys sent us over. We're working on the construction method statement right now. What else is there to talk about, really? Everything. Sure. Do you want to talk about that? Okay. So what we've done is that in terms of the construction method statement, we've split up all of the work. Basically, I'm going to be handling most of the writing, whereas Puya and Farzan will be drawing up diagrams. Farzan has also completed the machinery list that Puya started. And this list has details basically what we're using on site, how it's going to be used, when it's going to be available on site, and it's going to tie right into the construction method statement. In terms of the diagrams, we decided that it's going to be the easiest for the reader to see like 3D diagrams, like rather than just plan diagrams. So they're working on that with our Revit software. Again, that stuff is up in the CAD lab, not necessarily on this computer. What else?
Okay, so yeah, about the 3D, we thought, we were looking at different ways to execute these illustrative ideas on paper. First, we started, Asim was suggesting that we should do an illustrator just quickly map out the whole phases in each different PDF page. So, for example, you would take a floor plan, first floor, and let's say in the northwest area of the building is the first phase. It's the first thing we're going to start doing based on whatever we're going to do. And so what we do is we color that area and we call it phase 1. We show a very simple diagram. We don't have any columns. We don't have any interior walls left. It's just the outline of the building we're going to do that with. But then as we discuss a little bit more about the program and how it's going to be easier for people to understand these diagrams, is that we were suggesting that we should go back to the software, to the Revit software that we have, the 3D model of the building, and we should, in one camera view, sort of take portions of phases that we're talking about and basically, how do you say it, isolate them on one sheet, each phase, so you would get a 3D visualization of the area. Now, the other things we can do with that is we can also have, I guess, our site layout in a 3D format too. It doesn't have to be on a, doesn't necessarily have to be on a Illustrator 2D PDF. It could be also mapped out as a 3D program very, very quickly and neatly, so people understand the spacing around the site. In terms of health and safety that you guys took care of, and that's going to go into the method statement. Do you guys want to talk about it? You and Catherine?
Basically, the way we approached it was by using the English regulations for the project, which was the CDM 2007. And it's quite a long document, and I read through it, and I just basically selected the areas that were most relevant to our building, not necessarily all the things that are included in the document, but the ones that were most relevant to us, and then I just tried to, what's the word? I tried to like tie them in and make them relevant to our design, and how we would implement them on our site.
Okay, that's great. Roughly how long is the document?
I think it's 9 pages.
9?
9.
Okay, that's great. I'm up to about 6 pages on the construction method statement, and I've just started talking about the phasing. So I can expect that to go for another 10 to 12 pages at least. Puya and Farzan, once we're going to be working on the staging of the project itself as well, like where materials are going to go, and tower cranes, tower crane pads, and that type of thing. It'll all be implemented, or it'll all be put together in the construction method statement. So I guess at the end of the day, we're going to end up having like a 50-odd page document, complete with diagrams and all that other stuff. Your structural drawings, and basically was it task 3?
That's Catherine's part. She's taking care of it, so I have no idea what's going on that front.
Okay. You want to just talk about that, I guess?
Well, I've sent you some drawings over already, but I'm going to add to a couple of them, I think. And I'm just going to finish off the rest of the drawings, so that'll either be done tomorrow or hopefully Wednesday at the latest. And I'll stick them all into a PDF document for you and send it over.
Okay, that's great. We're also going to take the drawings that were produced last term and just kind of repurpose them for this assignment. Really, it'll just be more or less making it look consistent. So in the method statement, I have referenced, drawing A101, and so the drawing itself will have, a border around it with maybe even a logo and that kind of thing, just to make it look more official. Yeah, it's really all I got.
Is there anything on the method statement that you'd like us to do, since you said you still have like words to write? Is there anything you want us to write or start on or anything like that?
Well, to be honest, the method statement is pretty self-explanatory. We've gone into quite a bit of detail in the program, in the bar chart. So it's really just going through that bar chart and turning that into paragraphs instead of just, point form. I guess if there are any special considerations in terms of the structure, that would be helpful. Any specific types of bracing, the more specific the method statement is, the better. How many tons of steel are we going to be using? How many, whatever, concrete are we going to be using, et cetera, et cetera. Aside from that, there's really not much more to be done in that regard.
And also putting together the document, are you guys going to do that, or are we going to do it?
As it stands right now, I would like for us to do it, considering you guys did it last term. However, given the scope of what's been going on and just the sheer volume of stuff that we have to do,
Okay.
Somebody playing a tuba over there or something? I don't know. It's like an earthquake. Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, the beast is gone.
Okay. What was I saying?
Statement since there's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Till Friday.
Yeah, we may have to jig that a little bit, but I think that we'll see how things go. What are you guys, how is the next week looking for you guys in terms of deadlines and assignments?
Well, basically, I got told by my dissertation supervisor that I needed to finish my dissertation off by the 1st. Bearing in mind the deadline's like the 28th of April.
Oh, okay.
But he wants to see like it finished before then because I'm like leaving the country. So I think he's a bit concerned that I might not finish it or something.
Okay. Sorry, could you repeat all of that again and talk a little closer to the mic?
I was saying that my dissertation supervisor would like me to like give him my dissertation on the 1st. Like I have an appointment with him. I have to go show him my entire dissertation on the 1st, even though the deadline's on the 28th. Because I'm leaving the country for the revision period, I think he's scared that I won't be able to see him in case I like have questions or something.
Okay.
So.
How about you, Catherine?
Well, the only deadline is for this, but I would quite like to be able to get on with other work as well. But obviously, most of what I'll be doing will be this project.
Okay. Well, we do recognize that you guys have put in, a good amount of time and effort into this project already, and we'd like to balance things out such that everybody's carrying their fair share. So hopefully, we will be able to take care of it. In the crazy event that we're not, I guess it would just feel a little bit better to know that somebody has our backs, just in case. But from this end, we're going to make every effort to make the hopefully the Thursday morning deadline, so that we can just spend all of Thursday or Friday morning doing layout and making it look pretty.
But if you need any help whatsoever, like literally do not hesitate. Like it's not because we have other stuff to do that we can't help you guys with this. Like this is important too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. We will definitely keep you guys in the know, either through email or through Facebook or whatever communication media. Are we at a half hour yet? Not even 15 minutes. Okay. So how's the weather?
It's okay. I mean, I guess it's sunny now. It's still a bit windy, but I guess it's better than rain.
It can't quite decide whether it's going to be sunny or warm, or sunny or warm at the moment.
All right. Shahrazad, where are you traveling?
I'm going to Morocco.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I have family there, so I'm just going to go visit my dad.
Okay. All right. Oh, you're Moroccan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Have you been to Spain?
Sorry?
Have you been to Spain ever, like since it's close to Morocco?
Oh yeah, we go to Spain. We go to mostly to Gibraltar. My dad seems to like Gibraltar quite a lot.
What about, what's that city called? Corridon? Corridon in Spain?
Benidorm. Ew.
Yeah, Benidorm.
No, only old people go there.
Really? It's not fun? I was considering going this summer. It's not good?
Yeah,
It's a bit of a joke.
drop the idea.
Is it retired 60-year-old men that go there, or what?
Basically, old English people.
Basically, old English people. So I guess me and Asim are not going there anymore.
Yeah, cancel your plans. Whilst you're still ahead.
Barcelona's my favorite.
Barcelona's really nice.
So what are you guys going to do after you graduate?
Do a master's.
Yeah.
Right away?
Yeah, no rest for the cool kid.
How old are you right now?
23.
And how old are you, Catherine?
21.
21 and 23.
You guys are still young. You're still very
Why? How old are you guys?
I'm 26. I'm 27.
And I'm 22.
Oh, you're the youngest. Who did that?
Yeah.
I'm the littlest one.
Yeah. I'm wondering what the point of talking for another 10, 15 minutes is going to be to, I don't know, Steve is the one that's going to be looking at this stuff, or who, or the GAs, the assistants.
Doesn't that guy who came in today see it too?
I'm sorry?
Catherine, doesn't that guy who came in today?
Yeah, literally. They're using it for research. It has nothing to do with the project. They're just kind of looking at it to see how we're using the software and stuff.
Well, if
So
this
literally, he's
is-
going to be watching 5 minutes of us talking about the weather.
You know, we were actually told, we had an interview with Chris Evans, I think his name is. Mark Evans, Chris Evans, regardless. He informed us that basically most of the, or all of the go-to meetings that have been held already have been recorded and have been automatically sent back to him. So that's just a fun piece of information. If this is the last time that we are going to be talking face-to-face, now that we're in the final stretch, I guess it was, I don't guess, but it was a pleasure working with you guys.
Likewise.
Yeah.
I think the project was really fun. I mean, there was a tough learning curve coming into here a term late, but I've learned quite a bit. And yeah, you guys are just delightful.
Thank you. That's nice.
So keep that in mind when you're filling in the peer assessment.
Yeah, don't worry.
And I'm sorry for that email that I sent.
Oh no, it's okay. Don't worry. I was so confused. I was like, what is going on here?
No, because we were, yeah, it was just a whole different story. Because Paul was telling me to email you guys, but he was just saying email lawful, include you guys. But I thought what he was saying is email you guys, and
Oh, I see.
include lawful. It was backwards. They were the one who were emailing to that cause. But yeah, my apologies.
It's okay.
Are you guys ever gonna come visit Toronto?
I don't know, maybe someday. Not anytime soon anyways.
Don't you guys want to study your masters in USA?
Oh yeah, my dad tried shipping me up to America, but I was like, no.
You don't want to go there?
No, he was trying to like get me to apply for like MIT and all that, and I was like, no, I'd just rather stay in England. Like I'm used to England now.
Really?
Well, I mean, as much as I dislike the weather and stuff, like I know how the system works, like I know how everything like goes. It'd be just like another big adjustment, like going to a whole new country.
Well, I mean, if you can afford it, it's always a great opportunity to go and experience masters in the States.
Yeah, I guess.
So,
Got about 5 to 6 minutes left. Just
I don't think we need to use
not that this is not a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. I'm just saying, forced conversation is especially when you've got other things to do. It's just like, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Sit there and twiddle your thumbs.
Why don't we just wrap it up and say this is all we have to say, guys? Sorry.
We could, but imagine, we come in 1 minute short and they ask us to do it over again.
Honestly, they don't mark it or anything.
Okay. Well,
We were told it was just for research purposes.
In that case, it was a pleasure speaking to you guys again. I've got
Likewise.
more than an entire construction method statement to write, so have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Me
too.
too.
All right, take care, guys.
bye, girls.
Take care. Bye.